Well, I brought this pretty package and to have it be our visual for the night. And in the Gospel of John, the 17th chapter, Jesus has just finished instructing his disciples, really for the last time, and he is ready to go and lay his life down for you and me, for the world. And he begins to pray to his Father. And first he prays for his very group of disciples. But then he transitions, and starting in verse 20, he starts to pray for future believers. And here we are. And he says, as he's pouring his heart out to his Father, he prays and asks that the believers in the future would be one as Jesus and his Father are one. And he goes on to say, then the world will know that you have sent me and have loved them even as you have loved me. And with picture, this is us in his heart, because he knows of this day and this time in our lives. He says, Father, and this is verse 24, I want those you have given me to be with me where I am and to see my glory, the glory you have given me, because you loved me before the creation of the world. And my focus in that phrase is those you have given me. Jesus is saying to God the Father about us, about believers, they're a gift that you have given me. So that's where I wanted to start tonight with thinking about being a gift. We are gifts from God to Jesus. And I don't remember that all the time. Maybe you do. I don't know where you were about an hour and a half ago, if you were shuffling kids around and loading up the car and maybe not being quite on time and maybe being a little sweaty. But you might have not thought right at that moment, but it's true that we are gifts to Jesus. This is supported also in Colossians 1:15 through 17, which reads, the Son is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn over all creation. For in him all things were created, things in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or powers or rulers or authorities, all things have been created through him and for him. That's us. We're created for the Lord Jesus. He is before all things, and in him all things hold together. So throughout the evening, as we just talk about all these things about leadership, let's remember who we are in the Lord and from God to Jesus. Now, beyond that, as you think about serving in ministry, as you have the privilege of being a leader, facilitator in a ministry, that group that the Lord gives to you is a gift from God to you. We could list lots of gifts that God gives us. We could be here all night and say salvation and the Holy Spirit and his word and our families and on and on. But the women, or the men and women, depending on what ministry you might be in, that the Lord gives you, those are gifts from God to you. And then even beyond that, picturing still this beautiful package, the privilege of serving is a gift to you from the Lord. And how that can keep our minds focused in such a right way the first time that we meet with that group and the third time, and when you're dragging and getting a little bit weary, that to think that that privilege of serving, that's a gift from the Lord to you. So that can be our theme for the evening, the idea of gift. Okay, so there's lots of interaction tonight, and so we're going to get started with that now. We're going to fill in these boxes, and you're all going to help me that. May I just say that because this is being recorded, I will be repeating what you say. I should do that anyway so you can all hear. But even if any time you have a question and you want to ask that, please feel free to do that, and I'll be repeating it back for the sake of the recording, okay? But let's start off with, give me qualities that you admire in a leader. Let's make a list of qualities that you admire in a leader.
A good listener.
Good listener. Okay, what else?
Level-headed.
Okay, that's good. Level-headed.
Enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic.
Transparent and genuine.
Okay, transparent and genuine. Those do go together, don't they? What else?
Prepared.
Prepared.
I'm out.
What's that? No, you're not out. We all feel better when the leader's prepared, right? The leader and the women. What else do you admire?
Knowledgeable.
Knowledgeable. And with knowledgeable, I'm going to put a little asterisk here, and we're going to come back to that little asterisk later. Anna.
A teachable spirit.
Oh, good. Teachable spirit. What else? Caring. Humble. Anointed. Oh boy, I may have to have the spell check on that one. Did I get my ends right? Anointed. Okay. How about two more? Confidential. Thank you. Yeah. I want to feel safe. Any others? Fun? Yeah, good. Okay, I like that. That's a great list. And you can be putting in your mind already those that come naturally to you, and maybe there's some that aren't as natural. I'm going to add one here, patient. When I think of things that may come natural and may not come natural, that's one that comes to mind. And so these may be things that you are sort of naturally adorned with, and they may be things that you look at that list and think, I'd like that one a little bit more. So that's good to get that going. Okay, that's a great start. Let's talk about now. This could be from experience, because I know there's lots of experience represented in the group, but there may be some of you here who have not served in ministry much, and so this could be just from anticipation. So from either category, tell me some potential problems you might encounter in leading a group. I'm putting them in red, they're problems. Okay, what are some potential problems you might encounter in leading a group?
I'll say this one because I might be one of them. A little too enthusiastic and may try to take over and talk too much.
Okay.
I don't know how you put that.
How about we'll just call aggressive talker? Does that summarize it? Enthusiastic, likes to talk a lot. Okay. Yep. That can be good to a point. Yeah.
Not knowing the answer.
Good. That's a common one. I don't know the answer. Somebody's going to ask me a question and I don't know the answer. And I'm going to tell you that's why I put this little asterisk by knowledgeable. Because you do need to be knowledgeable to a point, but you can't expect yourself, and your group shouldn't expect that you're going to know everything. That's okay. But it does feel, you can just say that that would feel a little bit like a problem at the time. Yeah. What else?
Punctuality.
Say it again.
Punctuality.
Of whom? Punctuality of whom?
The leader.
So your own punctuality? Okay. So having trouble getting there on time and being, stressed about that. Okay, good. What else?
Handling error in a gracious way.
Okay, handling error in a gracious way.
I guess that would be I was thinking the negative, the down person that doesn't want the answer.
Okay. So are they quiet or just reluctant? Something like that?
Maybe sometimes you have someone who argues or who doesn't want to be helped. They're
Okay.
negative, like they
Okay.
don't want to.
More so negativity in the group. Okay. Got it. Yeah, some of the people can be challenging. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I don't know if this would be one or not, but like a therapist, like you're not a therapist.
So that they're expecting you to be a therapist, or they need counsel. Is that what you mean?
Maybe.
No. Tell me what you mean.
I'm not sure, Laurie. Just that sometimes people maybe need more from you than you're not a therapist.
Okay. Okay. So they need deeper help. I'm going to put need deeper help than what the Bible study is about.
That's good.
Okay. Thank you. What else?
I think
I'll come back.
on the other end of that aggressive talker, then you've got the reverse of a person that doesn't want to talk at all,
Yeah.
and you might have a bunch of them, then
Okay.
you've got that uncomfortable.
Okay. So we'll put that the overly quiet. How about we'll call that? And Christine, I saw your hand. Okay, yeah, could have that. What are you saying? Okay. What else? Uh-huh.
And then sometimes you might have, a couple women that might have sidebar their own.
Yes, that's right. So a couple members being, can I call it disruptive?
Yes.
Is that okay? Kind of handles it? Or maybe they're distracting. How about that? Distracting, disruptive. Yep. Some of you, I think, are speaking from experience. Yes.
Going off on a tangent.
Yes. Yes. What else?
Clickish.
Clickish. Okay. Oh boy. Well, you know what I mean. Clickish. I don't know if there's any in there or not. I don't know. Is it a French word? I don't know. Okay. Teresa.
I think maybe this might be the same, but I want to throw it out there, where they're handling error, or wrong theology.
Okay. Wrong theology. What other issues can come up with? There could be wrong theology, or what else can come up with regard to theology?
Just doctrinal differences
Yeah.
and denominational
Uh-huh.
differences.
Yep.
Differences.
Yeah. Doctrinal differences, theology, denominational, cultural, all of that stuff. And they might be very strongly opinionated on that. Yeah.
Well,
That,
and the teacher
yeah.
talked about that yesterday. Sometimes you want to give advice when really you just need to guide them to the Lord. And
Okay.
I've given wrong advice, and then I
Uh-huh.
eat some humble pie and say I shouldn't have told you that. I should have left it to the Lord to guide you. Give
That's
them wrong
really
advice.
good. That's really good. I'm going to put temptation to give advice because you want to help, you're being loving, and yeah, you're tempted to give advice. Okay? You're just not having any problems filling up this part of the board, are you? Yes.
The temptation to get emotional into something that somebody brings up, and all of a sudden you're getting on board with something of your past or something.
Oh,
instead
yeah.
of just being quiet and listening, all
Okay.
of a sudden you're like, yeah.
Uh-huh. I'm just going to put emotional and error, getting drawn into that emotion. It could be that you're adding a second part to it. It could just be that a woman is getting broken down and getting emotional, but then you're adding into that, even that you're drawn into it, which, yeah, that is potentially problematic. Okay, one or two more, and then we don't want to be doing this till 9. We're going to try to solve them. So, any more that you just really... Getting off track, yeah. Any others that are burning? Because here's the thing. I wait till after you make the list till I tell you this. We're going to, anything that's up here, we're going to address it before the night is through. We're going to talk about it. And we're going to try to give you a strategy to handle it. So now that I've said that, I'm only taking one more. Yes.
Like prayer concerns that become gossip.
Ah, that become gossip. Yes. Woo. Pray for my neighbor, because she, prayer concerns that become gossip. I mean, it's really a common problem, isn't it? It really is. Yeah, that's embarrassing, but it's true. Okay. As we go on, if you think of other ones, I really will take them, but that's all. The box is full. We're going to stop there. Okay. Let's do another box, and I want to have this talk about feelings of inadequacy that you may face as a leader. Feelings of inadequacy that you may face as a leader. Okay? Confidence in what you do know, okay. And I saw Pam.
I was going to say not being knowledgeable.
Okay, yeah, same thing. Okay. Fear of not knowing. Uh-huh. Yes.
I don't know how to word this, so, the sin nature, if I mess up, how can I be teaching?
Okay, okay. sin nature, fear of making a mistake, and then how to repair. Okay, good. What else?
I don't know whether this would go there, but what if you had a personality problem with somebody in your group?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I
Personality.
know you pray about it a whole lot.
Uh-huh. So it could be personality issues with you and a group member. It could be fear of within the group and then how you would deal with that, dealing with personality problems. Yeah. Mm-hmm.